Hey y'all. So, um, I figured today I could talk about your knives and knife selection and so on. Now, with so many knives out there to choose from, you got all kinds of knives. You got every kind of knife with every kind of size. You got your small knives, stuff that you can fit in your back pocket and never feel. You got your typical hunting knives. You have your throwing knives and stuff like that. You have your bushcrafter type knives. Another kind of a bushcraft type knife. Funny thing, I can do this one like the guys in Old West twirl their guns. I can twirl this knife. You got your tactical kind of knives. You have your common knives that everybody knows what is. Oh, there we go. You have your big knives. And you got your exotic knives. There's so many different kinds of knives out there. How do you know which one to choose for your purposes? Well, that could vary from situation to situation. For instance, if you're doing small carving and whittling and stuff like that, a small knife's fine. I mean, you could get yourself a small pocket knife for all that matters. Or if you're trying to find a more universal knife, where you can say skin game, skin fish, do small and medium and hard carving tasks, I suggest a full tang, medium-sized blade. My personal best example is, yes, my solid steel puck. I love this knife. I've had this thing for 2 or 3 years now. At the moment, I can shave with this sucker, thanks to my new sharpening kit. I suggest there's so many kinds of knife qualities out there. You can get the rat tail knives, the ones where like in this one, the tang, which is the metal and from this blade, the metal does not run all the way to the end of the knife. It only runs to about right here. That is actually a fault or a weak spot, and a blade like that will break eventually. Whereas with other knives, the tang runs all the way through. You know, some knives you can actually see the tang running all the way through. I won't have to look at the camera to see it. Like, alright, you see how you see the metal of the blade running right through the whole blade. That's the kind of knife you want. I guarantee you, a knife like that will last you a long time. Knives like that do not want to break at all. Now, my steel puck, you can't see it, but the metal from the blade does run all the way to the end. Matter of fact, where it's hinged at is right there inside that lanyard hole. So if you're going to go out and get a new knife, or get your first knife, when you're looking at a knife, feel it, hold it, you know, take the knife and hold it. Pretend like you're doing some carving, or hold it different ways, etc., etc. Is it too heavy for you? Is it too big for you? Does it suit you? Now, granted, you can go out and buy 100 knives, and they all might not exactly fit you very well. So, just experiment around. It helps to try to get different knives, play with them for a while till you find one that suits you. Obviously, you can tell I have acquired a lot of knives, and these aren't even all of mine. Trying to find the knife that suits me the best. I happen to stick with my old saw. Anyway, that's really it. You don't want to get a cheap $15 knife that's rat tails and poor quality steel and so on. When you go to buy a knife, look it up online first. See what different people have done as far as reviews want to go. Like my little Gerber right here, my Gerber LMF ASEC 2. It's nice. It stays sharp pretty good. It's very, very multifunctional, and the sheath is very mountable on an array of different things. But it's heavy. Very heavy. I forget what the weight of it is, but it's a lot to me for a knife. That's why I stopped carrying it. And see how it's kind of bulky? When I was carrying this sucker on my hip, I could always feel it. If I can feel a knife, you know, obviously back there, when I'm walking, I'm not going to use it. Because comfort is another big thing when it comes to your gear. Try packing it up, distorting it, all that stuff in an array of different ways so that way it fits you the best. Alright, so now let's say you got your knife. You've been using. Okay, now it's dull. How do you sharpen it? There is a huge array of different kinds of knife sharpeners. You've got your little pocket sharpeners. They're carbide and ceramic, and this one in particular comes with a thing for serrations. You've got your home kits. This is my personal new kit. What this one is the way you put the knife in there, it will give you the perfect angle. In other words, when you set it up, it gives you the ability to keep the sharpening on an exact angle. Because what you do is you put it in there, you close the vise, you would take either your diamond file, the diamond stone, or the Arkansas stone. This is the one that comes with. You would screw this into here. You would put a little bit of honing oil on it that it comes with. You say, okay, what is it? Do you want to do 20-degree angle, or do you want to do a 25-degree angle? A 25-degree angle is typically what's on a sporting knife, and 20 is typically what's on a kitchen knife. A little trick that I found is that after you're done sharpening, run the knife across your palm just like that. If it is not perfectly smooth, take your fine stone and run back over it. Or you could strop the knife. Stropping would include taking a leather strap or something like that and hinging it somewhere, holding it tight, and just running the knife back and forth, back and forth. What you're essentially doing is polishing the blade and removing the ever so finest metal. that. And supposedly, I don't know, because don't have a leather strop yet. But supposedly, if you strop your blade, every day after you use it, you'll never have to resharpen it. Supposedly. So you better believe I'm going to be getting me a leather strop at some point. But knife selection, it is a very big key. You want to care for your knife. You want to treat your knife like it is, like it's your freaking wife. Okay? If you piss it off, she's gonna beat you senseless. She's gonna stop doing anything for you. She's gonna stop cooking for you, stop doing everything. You don't want that. Because when you're out in the middle of the woods, the knife is what is getting you by. Typically, you can use a knife to cook, clean, make all the other tools you would need for each of these projects. There is another sharpener that is a little more compact that I like, that I carry in the pouch of my knife. If I can get it out. Hold on. There we go. And this is just a small little compact diamond steel. Now, I'm trying to get the sunlight to reflect off it so you can see the diamonds in it, but you can't. But essentially, there you go. Yeah, that's not working. But what it is a steel that has millions, hundreds, thousands, whatever, of little microscopic diamonds embedded into it. That way, and what that does is it scrapes metal off the blade much quicker than typical stone would. But that's pretty much it for this video. It's not very long, it's not very into it. Just experiment around with different knives you like. See which one fits you the best. Maybe even experiment with totally new ones. Alright, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I might even do that one right after this one. Hey y'all, so on my way back on the bike, take a guess at what I just ran over. Yep. Dumbass little black snake. I'll move the bike and take a good look at him. I don't exactly think he's still alive. That's all nerve reflex. I screwed him all up. Yeah, it sucks for him. Actually, no. That's not nerve reflex. I'm gonna go ahead and finish him off so he don't suffer. Alright. I'll see y'all in the next one.